Hey, how you guys going? My name is Heartbeat, welcome back into this week's video, and today we're here another fantastic episode of the Arctic Shack for you beautiful people. So, deeply apologise there was no upload yesterday. I was dealing with a family member, so unfortunately the schedule had to be shuffled around a bit, but hey, here I am, back with another video. So in this week's video, I want to talk about discouragement. Now what I mean by discouragement is pretty much anything within the furry fandom that requires a good decent amount of skill. And this could be anything. This could be fursuit making, this could be YouTube, this could be drawing, this could be absolutely anything. And I do feel like discouragement is pretty high within this community because I see so many people, you know, when I'm scrolling through Twitter or Furry, whatever, right? And I see people look at other people's art pieces and ref sheets and all that sort of stuff saying, oh, I wish I can draw. I really wish I can do that. I really wish that I can make that fursuit, so on, so on. Now, of course, the most obvious answer that you can say is just, well, do it. Do it. Go along and do it. Do it. Go buy some coloring pencils down the road and knock yourselves out. But then I sort of thought, well, unfortunately not everybody has the right materials to start off with. And of course, on top of that, some people can look at the competition, like, you know, other crazy high fursuit makers like Mixed Candy or something like that, and look at their suits and go, wow, there's no way in a million years I'm going to make a suit like that. My quality will not be good enough to start off my small business. And even if they do start small, and even if they, you know, develop their skill and whatnot, they compare their first project with other people and they just get discouraged. Well, basically, I'm just sort of making this video to sort of help you guys push through that barrier of, hey, I can't do it, and turn that can't do it into a can. Now, trust me, I can't really say too much from my personal experience. I've never made a fursuit. I can't draw to save myself. I can't make fursuits. I can't do literally anything in this community except for doing YouTube. And trust me, it's one of those things where you just got to take the plunge. It's one of the things where you just gotta say, hey, look, fuck it. Let's actually just dive into it. Let's just set up my camera, get my fursuit on, you know, script out ideas, tutorials, skits, whatever it could be, and just fine-tune the skill that I have. Now, a lot of people, you know, this can come quite quickly, within a few weeks, and then their videos are absolutely fantastic from the get-go. Some other people's, you know, they can take some time, but you know, you can slowly but surely see development as their channel or fursuits, art pieces, whatever, begins to develop. But in my opinion, that learning curve, that little push to really kick things off is the hardest thing to do. You're pretty much starting from the bottom, from the lowest of the low, staring up at this huge gigantic mountain of effort and achievement going, wow, this is a tall mountain and I need to climb it. And I know for a fact it's so much easier to just turn around and head back. But hey, it's 2020, we're in the middle of a pandemic. What's the problem with trying something new? There could be a new hobby. You can start drawing, fursuit making, whatever it could be. Take the risk, why not? Climb that mountain. See where it goes. You never know. You could be the next big YouTuber. You could be the next big furry artist with hundreds and thousands of people on their Patreon or buying your subscriptions or whatever it is. You just don't know until you start. And also, if you wish, you can take this away from the furry fandom and put it into other things. Can be personal things, can be like sport or gym or any other things that you can think of that is outside of this community. Motivation is key, and trust me, I know how hard it is to continue to be motivated, especially doing this. Doing YouTube is quite tricky. It looks easy, right? You just sit in front of a camera and talk to yourself for 5 to 10 minutes. Whoopee! But trust me, it's a lot harder than that because, you know, obviously you got to think of ideas, the scripts, taking notes, ideas, slotting in time, like, you know what I mean? Like, it can come across as quite tricky. But as I said previously, once you sort of get into that loop and you sort of get that right mindset, you can literally do anything. And trust me, I know how easy it is to be demotivated into doing the new thing that you're doing. I've been there before, and I'm pretty sure millions of people on this planet have been through it before too. But I'm telling you this, the amount of times that I've seen people begin a new thing within the furry fandom, could be YouTube, furry artist, whatever it can be, and sort of see the beginning, and you can just see it. You can see the spark. You can see the flare, like, you can see it flicking off in the fireplace to really ignite something beautiful. But then they just don't motivate themselves enough to continue it. They look at this and go, it's rubbish, but everyone's saying, this is great. What you're doing, this little thing here, is a fantastic start. Why are you stopping? You don't run a marathon and then just go halfway, give up, and then run back, no, don't you? You go along and finish the race. So that's pretty much all I'm really saying in this video. You just gotta power on and don't get distracted from other people's work. For sure, you can have a look at their work and sort of compare it and sort of be like, okay, you know, this is what their style is doing. I can sort of be within a different lane, but I can keep up with that quality, if that makes sense. That's what I try to do with my videos. I scour the web and have a look at what everyone else is doing and sort of, you know, take some ideas on my own and sort of craft my own style. Hence the reason why this show was invented in the first place, the Arctic Shack. So that's just my little motivation video, I guess, if you want to call it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And as I said, don't get demotivated. I know how hard it is to really kickstart something new. And trust me, from experience, just go for it and you see where I end up. Alright folks, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will catch you guys in the next video. See you later, mate.